Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be with you. I'm Andrew. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. This video, of course, is going to be about the Sc300 that's under construction. You see my boy Muscle Man right there, waving the money, throwing it out, you know, just like we're throwing our money out on our favorite project, the Sc300. So before I really break down everything, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the car. I picked up this car for way too much money from Pennsylvania. I live in New York, and I paid $3,500 for it. I feel, in my opinion, it was only worth $500. Everything from the car was a mess. I've done a tremendous restoration so far, and it's still, the body doesn't the body looks just terrible, to be quite honest with you. But the interior and all the electronics, I've been working on that. So let me introduce you to this. This is Jade Green 92 5-speed 2JZ GE, non-turbo, of course. Let me start off with this ugly thing. This is the car I learned how to drive 5-speed on, so I got to get this body work done. Also that ugly one, I was on a hill and I couldn't get the car into first gear, so I rolled backwards and my heart stopped. I was so depressed the rest of the day. I mean, I'll tell you, man, it was just terrible. Got the snow tires in the rear for my old car, my 350Z. Another great car, 350Z. And in the front, it's so dark in here because outside it's raining. I'm in New York where it's cold all the time. It's rainy and it's just nasty out there. Let me see, I'll turn on the lights. I have some TSW 18s in the front. This paper, very hard to see. I plasti dipped them black. Very hard to see. Sorry about that. The lighting in here is very poor. Again, like I said, the body's in terrible shape. The front bumper hit a curb. The hood is getting replaced. Just ordered the carbon fiber hood. Can't wait to post up a video on that. I'm actually gonna weigh this hood and weigh the carbon fiber hood, because I went online and I tried to find information to find out how heavy the carbon fiber hood was. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna look out for all you SC guys who want to chop some weight off your car. I'm actually gonna weigh them and I'll let you know how they stack up next to each other if you think, and then at that point you make the decision whether you think if it's worth it for the weight reduction, because they go for about 700. Driver's door, just like usual on most SCs this old, is sagging and it's chipping away at the fender. Got the new hinge. I haven't put it on yet. Me and my buddy Steve are gonna do that together. We're like the dynamic duo. We always do a great job when we work on this car. So matter of fact, let's go inside this thing. It's so tight in this garage. I'm so happy to be able to make this video for you guys since I'm always working. We're inside. Here we go. So on my last video, I was showing you guys that I was doing a restoration on the climate control rather, and it came out good. Let me show you guys. Actually, it's so hard to see on the video, but this is ice blue. These two buttons are ice blue, and the front defrost is purple there and purple there. Now when you open this up, if you go back to my previous video, I'm not sure if I showed it or not, but when you actually do open this up, you will see that there's almost like a plastic platform that these bulbs sit on so they can be closer towards the clear housing, so you get more illumination. I didn't put that in and I really regret doing that, so I'm actually going to desolder it and push the bulb up further so I can get it even brighter. I mean, right now it looks pretty good, you know, I'm happy with it, but if you can get it brighter, you can get it brighter, you know. So this is UV purple. I really like it a lot. It's a color I don't think a lot of people are using. My only disappointment is not putting up the the plastic housing that pushes the bulb further, and this ice blue here doesn't match this ice blue, so I was a little disappointed. It's off by like a few color notches, and for most people it doesn't matter, but for me, this is my baby. I want everything to look perfect, so I'm gonna do it again. But let's talk about this right here. JVC double din. I love this double din. Only problem I could say, I don't know why JVC did this. You can't change the background, so it's always blue. So I almost felt like I had no choice but to do my dash in blue no matter what. As you can see, everything's apart. Today I'm going to actually install a Bluetooth microphone, and I'm going to install a rear view camera in this car. So let's move on. This is my dash. It's ice blue lights with the purple needles. I don't know if you can really tell that the needles are purple or that it's ice blue, but I'd like to change these indicator lights here to purple, all of these, and I have one bulb out over here, so I got to get to that. But I love the purple. I think it's when you get in this car, you say to yourself, oh man, this is not stock, because I've never seen a gauge like this. So I'm enjoying that, you know. And this cluster came out of an automatic. It's nearly impossible to find one from a manual. So you'll see in the middle where park, reverse, 1, 2, all of this, I took it out, and it almost looks like a clock. How you see the internal workings from the side views. And actually, if I hold this a little bit this way, you can see one of the bulbs that's powering up. You see that hot spot where the 7 is, you can see the bulb right there through it. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Although my boy Jared told me to just to cover that strip up so people wouldn't see it. But I think it adds character. It's pretty dope, you know. Let's see, what else do we talk about in this car? This car used to be tan. Me and my man Jo, we took apart the dashboard. We sprayed it with some VHT vinyl dye. I don't recommend doing it. It was a lot of work. It was very difficult. If you're gonna go that far, I recommend that you wrap the dashboard. I think you're gonna get a more clean, even look. I mean, this came out good. It was me and my boy, and we had a blast doing it, but oh my goodness, a lot of work, tremendous lot of work. This right here, the glove box was painted. This is an actual black steering wheel I picked up from Club Lexus. Can't remember the dude that sold it to me, but he gave me a hell of a deal. Shout out to you, whoever you may be. What's actually black? This is actually black. This came from luxurymods.com, where they sell some OEM replacement parts. This is actually black. Center console is actually black. Again, luxurymods.com. I got this whole centerpiece because the original owner of the car, I guess he was on somewhat of a budget, and he had no respect for a classic like an SC. He literally took a can of spray paint and just went buck wild and sprayed the entire car. There was drips and runs everywhere in the car. It looked terrible. Unbelievable. The door panels are actually black. They cost me a king's ransom. I can't even believe how expensive they were. But you know, when you do a car like this, you know, don't be on a budget, because you won't get shit done, you know, unless like you're really handy with spray painting. And I'm not, to be quite honest with you. I mean, that dash was an amazing feat to say the least, you know. You can see the car was tan because of the headliner. I kind of like the headliner where it touches the black and then the tan, and these 8 pillars were painted as well. Got to make this look a lot nicer today by putting the microphone right there. But let's go to the trunk. Let me show you guys. Oh, the trunk of this baby. Now, it's a mess right now. It's my first system that I ever wired up, so cut me some slack, all right? Not this much slack. This is a lot of slack. I got to cut that and make that shorter. But I got a Pioneer 4-channel lamp for the door speakers. 1 Type R. It bangs real hard. I love this thing. I got this thing over 10 years ago when I was a kid. And then I got this 2-channel lamp right here, powering this baby right here. Kenwood power all day. I'm not a huge fan of Pioneer, to be honest with you, but I traded my brother a Jack 3D pre-workout, and he gave me this 4-channel lamp. So what the hell, I'll use it, you know. It does the trick, you know. This I have no complaints with, but Pioneer door speakers I feel are trash. I can't remember what type I had ordered. I think a TS whatever. They're still in the car now, and I think 2 out of 4 or maybe 3 out of 4 already blown. So I'm really not impressed with Pioneer. On the box it's boastful, and it says all over the box, okay, 300 peak power, but they blew up. And this is not like a competition amp or nothing. It's just a basic amp, so I don't understand why they blew up so quickly. But nonetheless, ran the wires, of course. I gotta cut a little bit of that out. What else can I show you guys? Oh, the rear deck. The last owner of this car had a Roxford Fosgate in the back. He put a shallow mount box. Let me see if I can get a good look for you guys. Oh my goodness. See, I got the whole back seat apart because today I'm gonna finish up with this wiring nonsense. Then I gotta put everything back together, of course. In the back I had a shallow mount box here. I didn't do this. The last owner did. He threw away the brackets for the speakers as well. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this a little nicer, a little neater. Now, the shallow mount box is pretty dope. He did have to cut a little piece right here to make the corner fit. I took out the Roxford Fosgate because it was blown. I really didn't get anything with this car, but I was lucky that the motor and the transmission worked so well, because everything else was trash, for real. Very bad condition. I was able to pick up a black carpet from Craigslist, so that's a plus. So the black interior is almost done. Now I think that's it, really. I think I pretty much explained the whole thing. I'm gonna get back at you guys when I finish with the camera and the camera and the microphone. Thanks for watching. Sc300s all day. Your boy Drew Santana, and I'm out, man.